Okay, so when we're talking about building that LinkedIn page on more, I'm just doing it again for this recording. And then down here, scroll down to create company page. And then you'll put the company name in, your email address, because they're going to send you a confirmation at the company. So it'll have to be at CP Law. Isn't that what your
Okay.
guys' is?
CP-law.com.
CP-law.com. And verify that you're official representative, hit continue, and it's going to send you an email link that you'll have to click into and then follow the instructions through.
Okay.
Okay? And then you'll want to help the other people in your company that have a LinkedIn go back and link that to their profile. Okay, so one of the first things that you need to determine whenever you're deciding to do social media, first of all, is what is the goal? Is it just more exposure?
Yes, and a way for our clients to learn more about us. So
Okay.
if they're doing a website search or something, we want to be up there and we want them to have more than one way to find out about us, to learn about us.
Okay. And that's a good reason. So top of mind awareness is probably one of the main reasons why you should. Come on, where's your link? Let's try that one. Okay, so what do you think your URL for Facebook is for Check It and Polly? What did you create it as? So facebook.com /
I don't know. Check it. Why wouldn't it be check it? Would it be Check It Polly? It wouldn't be Check It Polly, would it? I don't know. You want me to go get my phone? It shows up on my page.
Let me see if I can just find it as your employer and link over to it. Nina Ping Pong?
Yeah, it's my favorite name. It's my undercover name. That's not it, because it has a
Cover photo?
cover photo and everything.
Hey, I took that picture.
Yes, you did.
Okay, so let's see here. That's what you're linked to on your page.
I'm connected to Check It and Polly on my Marianne Morgan account.
IANNE, Marianne?
No E. MARIANN. No E.
Tell me your last name.
MORGAN. There we go. Not Marianne Victoria, although that sounds nice. There we go, because I was waiting for a new picture, so I don't have a...
There it is. What is it then?
It's Check It Polly. Check It Polly.
Okay.
So that's what the URL is. So
Is that bad?
yeah, that's fine. That just helps. It's just sometimes you'll see how it's not real searchable because of how it's set up. But like I was just if I were taking what it was auto populating, and it's just because you don't have enough traffic out there of people that have been searching for that. So it's pulling up this because there's been some people that have popped that into their Facebook posts, which probably links out to the website, I would imagine, or mentions in the news like those were. Okay. So now we are at this. So this is your cover photo. Okay.
Does the cover photo, do you think it needs to be that? I kind of thought that would just give people, because it's really ugly.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that they would want to see what the front of the office looks like. So they're like, oh, that's it. But then when I see it, it's hideous.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what else to put there. I don't want to put the courthouse there because although it's law, I don't want people going to the courthouse thinking that we work at the courthouse because we don't.
So let's look at some other businesses then let's Let's look at some other Joplin attorneys, let's say. I don't know that anybody's doing it right.
You could do the the Licata law.
Oh,
firm.
yes, look at Mark Licata
Yeah, go to
in
the
Springfield.
Licata
He's our arch-
LO or L?
Licata.
law firm. No, there you go.
He's our arch enemy.
He is.
That's funny.
Like him. Yeah, he's
Okay,
nice
so
enough
there's in
guy.
here, so there's a group, Licata Law Group and Licata Law Group 2. There's two of them.
That's Clemens, Michigan.
That one is?
Yeah.
Okay. Independence,
Ohio.
Ohio.
Wow, it's a common name for a law group.
Well, I've never even heard that name before.
Maybe it's
So,
just
look,
under
yeah.
Mark Licata.
Licata. It's MARC. And that's Springfield, Missouri. What?
That's Mark Springfield, sorry. You never know what you're going to end up with, so let's try this. Get back that other again.
He was on there before.
He was.
Um. See what I can do here. See what I can do. Licata Law.
I'm trying that.
Licata Bankruptcy Firm.
Oh, nice. Here we go. So
There you
that's
go.
him, so I'll just click through to his social from here.
How do we do that?
Well, that is done in your website settings. You just link your social stuff over to it.
Like it's so easy.
Well, who did you build the website?
I did not build it, but I can change it.
Okay, is it a WordPress site?
It's Squarespace.
Okay. Probably if you just Google how do I link my Facebook to
Okay.
my Squarespace website, there'll probably a video tutorial on it. Okay, so he has his group photo here, and then this little thing right here is his outside image. So, and I've noticed you guys have nice images, like that's nice.
Even though that's not all of our attorneys. And so how do I make it to where if I want to post something from Check It and Polly, it doesn't show as me? Or
Okay.
does that even matter?
It does matter, because otherwise it won't pull in the feed. It'll be like a post to the page, and people would have to come over here and look at posts to the page to see that. So, are you the admin on this page?
Yes.
Okay. So, are you trying to do it on your desktop or on
When I work
your phone?
when I work on it?
Yeah,
I
like
do
when
it
you
on
try
my
to post it.
desktop. I can't
Okay.
do it on my phone.
So, let me just show you. I'll take you over to one of my pages, and then I'll show you how. And sometimes mine is set up differently because I manage several pages. Hold on.
Shasta's gonna pimp out her Jeep.
Yeah, she's kind of silly. I love when Facebook just moves my stuff all around. Normally it's all down this side of the page. Okay, so let me go to... Let's go to Rubber Key, Ashley Stagner. Don't matter. So in here, if I wanted to post something to Ashley's page,
Because she's an individual employee of Roper.
yeah,
and
but
we have her.
I set up her business page. So, so whenever you get ready to post something, gosh, I'm never in blue Facebook. Sorry, I'll show you what I mean. I work in gray Facebook, so when I say that, you'll understand what I'm saying. This is what Facebook looks like to me. So it's a totally different world. So I have to always learn how to navigate over here. So reach the right people, learn how. Okay, write something. There it is. Okay, so so you're gonna see this little drop down right here. Okay, and so if I wanted, normally if I were, what you're seeing right now is yourself being on your page posting something like this would be me, right? But if I wanted to post as the page, I have to hit this drop down and then decide to post as Roper Kia Ashley Stagner, the
Oh,
page.
okay.
So that's
Okay.
just a setting right over there. Otherwise, because you work in Blue Facebook, it's going to assume that you wanted to comment on this page. It's not going to assume you as the admin all the time.
Okay.
Okay. If you're on your phone, I would tell you to only be working in this app. This one right here is a Pages Manager.
Okay.
It's just
I think I have that.
yeah. And so then whenever you open it up, there's never anything in here except for your pages. There's no cat videos. There's no
Well, then there's no point in getting off. There's no cat videos.
just saying. Then you would just go to whatever your page was,
And
then
okay.
then it doesn't matter because you're just posting as yourself.
Okay.
I
So
mean, as the
Pages.
business.
Pages Manager app, post
As the
as
business.
business at a time.
Yeah. Okay, so once you've determined, which you already have, what your goal is for your Facebook page, which is information hub, more about your law group, your office, and probably informational stuff about maybe even the law, that people don't know. So once you know what you want to achieve with this, then you start working on building a calendar. And the reason that you do that is so that you're not every day going, oh my gosh, what do I post today? And so it may be a meet the staff. One day there's a meet the staff. This is Marianne Morgan, and this is what she specializes in. Her background is da-da-da. There's a beautiful picture of you on there. And that's like a post, okay? That introduces them to her. You'll do that until you obviously go through the entire staff. And then maybe there are some legal tidbits. So, what do you guys specialize in a certain type of law or?
All of them. CR services.
Okay, good job.
I listed them all, and then I was like, that's a lot.
Okay, so maybe then Fridays are family law Fridays. You know what I'm saying? And then there's some information that you can provide about family law that's not giving legal advice, because I know you guys are bound by certain rules and guidelines, but there's some general information that's available to the public that you can provide, is there not?
Right.
Okay, so that's what your calendar will look like, is determining what's going to be. So, and it's easier if you kind of break it down like that by days of the week. So every Friday is going to be this topic. Every Monday is going to be this. Maybe it's Motivational Monday and it's just a motivational quote by somebody.
I like that.
You
You know
know.
what I thought of since Timon? Quote of the day from Timon Bay. And just do like motivational,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that stuff is so important. That's a great name though, Timon. I've never heard that before. And so you'll build your calendar, and then honestly, this can be done a month at a time. So once you build your calendar, now I'm going to take you through. I'm going to show you a tool. Okay, this is a free tool, and it's listed on your resources page. Okay, and that even has the Pages app. It's one of your resources. The next one down is
okay.
Canva.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
You're going to love this. This is like Photoshop for dummies.
Oh, right at my. Oh.
I'm telling.
Ooh.
I know it looks all pretty, right? It's like so simple. So let me show you the cool things about this. This is a free service.
And what is this called?
It's called Canva.
Canva. It's on this paper right here.
Yeah, your second
It's on
page
the
has it on
green
there.
paper.
On the green paper.
Okay, all right, okay.
And so let's say that all of the sizes are already determined for you. What size do you need something to be? Well, I want it to be a Facebook post. Okay, so we click Facebook post. Now it's going to pull up that perfect size of graphic. This is the perfect size to fit into a Facebook post. Okay. And now they have some free stuff over here that's already designed for you. You can use. Always scroll down. If it says $1 on it, you have to pay for that graphic. But most of these are free. But always look for that. If you ever see it and it has the watermark on it that says Canva, that means that that's something you're going to have to pay $1 for. Okay. So let's say that you're just like, oh, I just want to start from scratch. I don't care. You can pick your background. We want it to be that color. Doesn't matter. Within here, you're going to love playing in this. I mean, I love it because I'm not a graphic designer. And there's times that I need to just get something done and created, and I'm like, I don't have time to wait on a graphic designer to do it, so I just pop in here and do it. So then you can go into Elements, each one of these little pockets holds something different. So let's say that you have an image you want to pop in there, but you want a frame around it. You can go in here and grab a frame. Each one of these is a frame. Okay. So let's say I wanted a circle frame. So just gonna pop it out there. I can make it bigger if I want it to. Doesn't matter how big I make it. And see this color right here? If you want to change that, that's that color right there. Change it to whatever you want it to be. Okay? And now let's say that you have that image saved on your computer somewhere and you're just going to upload it. Okay? I'm going to go grab whatever that image is, which I've already got a million in here, so I don't need it. So I'm going to pop Judge Judy in there. Okay?
You can make it say you were going how fast, and it can be like a traffic quote.
Right?
Oh, that'd be funny. Yeah.
So you can pop whatever image you want in there. And you can even get more creative with this if you want to. You can pop a filter on there if you want her to be black and white because you want her to look all austere. Then you make old Judge Judy black and white. You know, and so in the elements builder in here also you can add so many things. Get out of frames and go back to lines. And so as you decide to have fun with this and create the stuff that you want to play with, and wherever you have it, if you want it behind the picture, just hit arrange, pop it behind it,
Oh.
drag it
Wow.
wherever you want it, change the color of it. We don't like that. We want it to be red. Go grab a red. And now it's that. And so then the other cool thing that you can do within here is if you have do you guys have a logo?
No.
Okay, if you did, or let's just look right here. You can add text on top of here. So let's look and see what we think your font would be. We got a footed font, kind of formal, a little bit heavier than normal. Not that fun. Maybe there. Maybe bolder. Yeah. Close? Yeah. And so then once you determine what that is, then just type whatever you want to. And then whatever you want to say below, we'll meet you there. You know, whatever you want to say, okay? So then whenever you're done creating whatever fun that you want to do with this, and you can put so much different stuff in here, then when you're done with it, you just download as a PNG. That's an image. And then say download. It's going to save it to your computer. And now it's right there. So now from here, if I wanted to go post it to Facebook, I literally would just, let's say I was on your page I was managing, and I could literally just take it and pop it up here. Let me get in that first. Hang on a second. Back in there. Type whatever I want to in here, blah, 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 blah. And I can either publish it now, or if you're sitting home on a Sunday and you're scheduling everybody's, you're scheduling like a whole week's worth of social media, then you would just pop in here and hit schedule. Tell it what day you want it to post on. I want that to hit on Monday. Everybody goes to traffic court on Monday. And I want it to hit at 8 a.m. in case they want us to actually go with them. And you'll hit schedule. And it'll be in the queue. And Monday at 8, 10 a.m., that post is going to post automatically for you.
Okay.
Okay?
I did know about that. Mariana took a Facebook class last year. That was the one thing I remembered. Like, did you
Me
even
too.
schedule that?
Yeah, absolutely. And you want to get that stuff because otherwise you're at the end of your day going, crap, I didn't put anything on social media today. It's better to just create your calendar, create your graphics that you're going to get to go with each one. And like if I were going to do traffic court every Monday, you know what I would do is I would literally probably keep the same background right here, get rid of her face, I'd pop another judge in here, change the background color, and it would all just be the same, and I would just do 4 at a time. And every time I would say something different in the text box, but it would be, traffic court Monday or whatever it is. I don't know when they have traffic court, but. So Canva has some tutorials in here too. If you haven't used them in a while, so I would have to figure out where they're at. Canva tutorials.
I need pie judges.
She did need pie
I did.
judges.
And I'll find you guys a link for that too, because I'm not sure where the tutorials are at. They may be. I have a business version of this, so I'll find them and I'll email them to you guys. So everything that you want to do social media is in here, size wise. And let's say that you want to use this for even something else. You can create business cards on here. You can create letterhead. You can create flyers, certificates, infographics, anything that you want to, any size. They have them in here. And then let's say that they don't have. If you'll scroll over them, it'll tell you what size they are. See them? It'll show you what the dimensions are. But let's say you're like, I'm not finding the size I need. Then you just come up and you go use a custom dimension. And you type it in. So I need a 300 by 300. And it's going to pop that up for me in that exact size. And then I'll start working within that.
So I could even go in there because our Facebook page, the little square that shows on the side over there, that's only 3 of our attorneys. I could make a little picture that actually has all 4 of them in there.
And I would tell you probably to use the 300 by 300 will fit in that profile box pretty well.
Okay.
That's usually what I do every time I'm doing all the new salespeople. That's what I use for them. Or I pop theirs in there.
Okay.
So Canva is something to get familiar with, and I wanted to show you this too. So let's say you're like, oh, I don't even know if I'm allowed to use this picture. Like maybe you grab something off the internet and you don't know if you're allowed to use it. So then let's just go ahead and pop in here back to creating something from scratch again. And in your elements are free photos. So you can type in here what you're looking for. So let's say, dragon. And so within here, there's going to be cartoon versions of it, images of it, drawings of it, and see the dollar on them? Those are the ones you'll have to pay for. Those are somebody's creation, and they've popped them on here, and you'll pay if you use that dragon. And so you can even break it down. If you go, I don't want illustrations, I want photos of dragons only, then you'll just click this icon right here, and it'll only pull up the photos of the dragons, so you don't have to weed through them. Or I only want illustrations of dragons.
Okay.
Okay? And so, and if you want to, you can keep scrolling. There's probably some on here that are free. You just have to look for them.
Dragons are expensive.
Mm-hmm.
They're all $1. All dragons are $1. But let's say that you wanted to use this one. Let's pop him out here. I don't need him that big. You see the watermark on him? And so once you go to download, it'll go, how did you want to pay for this? And I'll show you that too. So I'll say I want the PNG. That's good. Hit download. That's probably going to charge me for it because I already have an account set up. Oh no. Okay, so right now it's going to tell you. So one-time user, $1, or you can buy 11 credits if you want to. But it's already got my credit card stuff already stored in here. So otherwise you would put your information in and it would load it for you. So the cool thing about this is you have 24 hours to edit this. So let's say that you were doing a dragon theme something, and you wanted to use this for several different things. You could buy this dragon. You could buy this dragon for this graphic right here. You can come back in. I would download that and save it. Come back in, edit this again, keeping the dragon, changing the background, changing all the text. You could do that for as many times as you want to for 24 hours. Download them all as fast as and as many as you want to, and you would still have this dragon for that dollar amount. Okay, so if let's look at see what comes up with law. you have a lot of options in here. If you want to do something that represents, you know, whatever you're doing for that post.
That was marijuana.
Yeah, well, it's legal
It's
somewhere.
legal.
That was the key word. Legal. So they've got really thousands and thousands of images in here for you to use. So this will be your best friend using it for your posting.
Okay.
It really is. Because you'll get to create it to look however you want it to and to represent what you're trying to say. The next one that you're going to do, so let's say you're wanting to do something mobily. How do I use this word? How do I use this desktop? Word swag for Mac. Apparently, I probably have. I use this on my phone a lot.
Oh, add text to your photos in seconds.
So I'm going to show you probably because I'm more adverse to it on my phone. So on my phone, this is what the app looks like. Let me go back to it. That's the icon for it.
Is it a free one?
I have no idea. I've had it so long. Maybe. Let's see what this says. Is it? Features.
It doesn't
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so in here, so I would, you have a choice. So once again, you can search images if you want to, or if you have an image in your phone, then you can grab it from your camera roll. And I happened to have taken an awesome picture last night while I was driving home.
But you pulled over to the side of the road and took it.
The Jeep, yeah. Look how pretty that was.
That
It
is
reflected
pretty.
in my Jeep hood.
It's pretty.
Super pretty.
Okay. So this is going to crop it square, like if I wanted it for Instagram, but you can do it for a Facebook post also. The sizes are in there still. You can scroll through them Pinterest if you want it that way. But I would probably just go with Facebook post right there, and then I'll hit crop, and it'll adjust that picture to the right size. Now it's going to pop up. It's just going to default to the first one in line, and you just double tap it, and then you can put whatever text you want to in here, or they have some suggestions over here on the side too.
Oh.
So just sayings, the cure for anything is salt water. And if you keep going in that vein, it'll just pop through several different choices. If you just need something motivational to pop out there. Don't look back, you're not going that way. I like that one, so I'll stick with that. Okay, and so I don't necessarily like this font choice or this structure. So I'll pop through some of them.
Ooh.
Can pinch it, scale it, do whatever you want to with it. And now you can even, so let's say I like that one, okay? That's the one I wanted to go with. Get it in the right spot so everybody can see it. You can change the color so it'll pop off there better. That way it pops off that lighter part better. And then you can even go through and go, I don't know if that's the best choice. I like this, but I don't know. So the 1, the 2, 3, 4, and 5 on the bottom, just structure it differently.
Oh.
And they'll give you some more choices. And I kind of like that one better. So I'd probably stick with that. And then for the image, we can even add a filter to it if you want to. Just like you would if you were on Instagram or... But I like the picture I took, so we're going to leave it there. And then if you wanted the words to pop off more than the image did, then you could take this blur and just drag it across. And it's going to blur that picture behind there for you. Okay?
So
These are great making crap on the fly tools, and I use them every day. Okay, and then as you go back into that style, you can even come back through and there's so many different choices in here. Look, of what you want that text to look like on top of there.
Wow. There's all kinds of different varieties.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like that now.
I do too. And so then once again, you can go back through all of the choices that they have within that badge and stick with that and change that color again if you wanted to. Now I want it that color. Okay? And once you save it, it's going to save it to your camera roll. Now,
Okay.
this is probably one of my favorite things. I don't know if you guys will use it or not, but once I'm done with that, then I'll come in and we'll call add a watermark or a logo. And I have those saved in my phone. And so it's going to go back to my, and I have my logos all in one pocket.
Mm.
And so then I would probably grab that, pinch it where I want it, drag it up here, and now I've got one that's already branded, ready to post to the page.
Wow.
That fast.
Mhm.
Let's say that I don't want to go with that one. I want to just go, okay, what do we have in here? Instead of using something from my camera roll, I'm going to search their images and I'm going to look at sunset. Because that's what I was looking for. And so now these images are free to use.
You can do the same thing.
Wow.
You just use theirs. So if you don't have anything in there, you're just going to go through and find whatever you're wanting to pop in there. All of this is, if you pay for the app, it's a one-time fee. I know I don't have it on recurring, so if I did, it was probably less than $5.
Yeah.
And then I don't pay it monthly. So this one is one of my second secret weapons. Word swag.
I like that.
Yeah.
We just need to get a Check It and Polly watermark, see, and then we
Mhm.
could put that on
Yeah.
any pictures that we
Mhm.
had. Yeah.
Absolutely. And that would just be like I was looking at this right here on your outside sign. Let me get to it again real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to blow this up real quick. So I was trying to see if there was any sort of a logo on there.
Mm-mm. It's
Okay.
just names, and it's old names. It's changed since that picture.
Mm-hmm. So maybe thinking about a logo, maybe something as you move forward that you want to do, because then I'll just show you in my photos. So then any of the logos that I keep in my phone here are just easy to pop out on there, and they're transparencies. So I could put that on anything, and just
Right.
that's going to be
Yeah,
on
it's
top.
like a
There's not,
sticker.
yeah, there's
Yeah.
not going to be a white block
Mhm.
behind it. It's just
Mhm.
going to be that. You cartoon your face if you want to. Okay, so but I don't ever post anything that from WordSwag that I don't brand, that I don't go back in and pop that watermark on there. So, but that's at the end. You've created it, and then I'll go, did you want it watermark it or put a logo on it? I'm like, yes, I do. And you have the choice too while you're in there until you get one done. It's not like you're handicapped about that. So let's say that we go ahead and grab that one. Sorry. And we're okay with that crop. We're okay with all of that being on there. And we go save. And then now when it says, do you want to add a logo or watermark, we'll go watermark. But this time we're going to say text. And then I don't want that. So I'm going to say text, and now I'm going to, let's see, pick what I want. I want to find something that's kind of like your guys' font, but I don't know if I can. So now I would just type in here, I would use the same one every time and type in make sure I get it right. And then that would be, until you guys get one, then you would
Right.
just use that on every one
Mm-hmm.
and then hit save. And now it's on there and you've branded it still, but you just used the text instead.
Instead of the logo.
Yeah. Okay, my next one that I use a lot, and I don't know that you guys would ever use it all, is another photo editing tool, because everything is really visual
Mm-hmm.
on social media. And so this one is Aviary.
I've seen that before.
Let's see what fun I have in here. I've actually already edited some of these, but which one I haven't. So let's say that this is the image that I wanted to edit, and I really wanted that to pop off there and the rest of this garbage to go away, then I would probably come in and I would grab my blur tool, and I'm gonna, if you do 2 fingers, you can blow this up. And then you just swipe back and forth and get rid of all this junk. And it just blurs it out, and it makes the image that you're wanting to leave on there kind of pop off the page. I'll just apply that, and then I would do that around the entire thing so that it would just blur everything and kind of give a depth of field and pop him to the front. Within this tool also, you can type text on there, you can draw on there, you can change the filter. It has all of these tools on the bottom. You can whiten your teeth. Get back out of here. So let's go here and go. Let's say I wanted to whiten these teeth right here. I would just blow that up. I'm going to come over here to
I like.
right. I'm going to apply that, and now my teeth just pop
It's
off
like
there.
really white.
Right?
I love it.
And so this one is just, I'm not sure, like this is probably a cheap app also. I've had all my apps so long, I have no idea. But Aviary just has so many tools in here to just make your pictures pop there. And it's a really fast editing tool. So, and I don't think, unless you have a Mac or an iPad, probably is not available. Are you Apple person or are you Android?
Well, on my phone, I'm Apple.
Okay. And then you're probably PC on your computer. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so those are just some cool tools. And then I wanted to show you one more. Now these are, okay, so let's say that in your social media posting, you wanted to take a bunch of pictures and turn them into a video.
Oh, like you do all the time.
Like
I
I do
wonder how
all
you
the
do
time.
that.
So there's 2 tools. One of them is more expensive than the other. Magisto is probably the cheapest. And it's actually free. Probably the version you will use will be free. I use a paid version because I can pop branding on there easier. So I'm just going to tell it I want to create a movie. And I'm going to add some pictures, maybe if I got some in here. I have no idea what's in here right now. Oh, there's an eagle. I'm going to put more files in here. Oh, I already did that one, I think. As many as you want to load in here. It'll make your movie as long as you want it. And then you'll select your editing styles. I only have 4 in there, and it'll probably tell me, oh, you need more pictures. So now and you can preview them. So let's say, even though they have different images in here, let's say I want to preview this one.
My name is Erin Wetzel, and I'm the owner of Lift Exercise Studio.
So I selected this one. Okay. Now I get to pick what music I want with it. Let's hear you. Take that one. I title it. I can add a logo because I'm in the professional version, but on your free version you won't. You'll just go make my movie. I would probably just keep a graphic that I created in Canva to be the last one, and it would be a call to action like call check it. Is
Right.
it check it?
Check it.
Check it.
Check it and Polly, blah, 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 blah. And that would be the last slide. The last picture is popped in there. So now I just tell it, make my movie. And it will generally tell me, all right, check back in a minute and it'll be done. We'll see if it's going to let me finish this. I don't have very much in there. It should be pretty quick.
That was the last video I watched.
Pie baking.
I liked the picture of the girl who brought the illegal pie.
She brought the illegal pie.
She didn't get to win, even though she had the highest score. I didn't let her win.
It was big R's. She brought a store-bought pie.
She did.
That one was a fun one, too.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have a pie contest at Check-It and Polly.
Oh, that sounds great. Do we have to make the crust from scratch?
No. We have to find judges, though. I thought Jamie from Hometown, Jamie Carmichael.
Oh,
So she and, I don't know, one or two other people.
why don't we get
All of our staff make a pie, and then we hear about it forever.
why don't we have, Kara's mom's a really good baker up at Mother Road.
I don't want somebody with baking experience. I want somebody who's hungry.
with eating experience.
So the second one, well, that one's still chewing around. The second one is Animoto. I probably like it better, but it's more expensive. I think it's probably a little bit more user friendly, and I like some of the options that are better in here. Most of these are for other dealerships, so I'll have to scroll through here. That one's for 24 Fitness. Come on, let's let you spool first. Oops.
I have so many tabs open that it's really stressing me out.
All day long.
I'll be right back, guys.
You're fine. So Animoto, I think, is probably like $20 a month. So and they both have apps also. Oh, good God. Hey Patrick, so this is what I would do if I were myself managing the Honda Twitter account. So I would come up and search Twitter up here, and I'm probably going to look for, I'm going to start with anything hashtag Honda and see what pulls. I like the look of Animoto better, but not so much so that I want to pay that much more for it. So
Right.
I do Magisto. And so pulls up. And then maybe go. Let's see where this took. This is what I would do if I would do. Like, hey Patrick, so this is what I would do if I were myself managing the Honda Twitter account. So I would come up and search Twitter up here, and I'm probably going to look for, I'm going to start with anything hashtag Honda and see what pulls up. And then maybe go see what pulls up for Honda Accord. Absolutely.
But I wonder if we have the trick-or-treaters on the square or something like that.
So, so those are probably Magisto and Animoto if you were going to do that. If you want to animate text or images, then you're going to use one of these three tools right here. So probably Ripple or Legend, either one. I think I like Legend probably better. It's a little bit easier. And so it just animates text. So movement catches people's eye and makes them stop. So your whole goal in all of social media is to stop the thumb scroll. Okay? You want to stop them. You want to stop them and go, what? Is this something I'm interested in? And so these are just tricks that get people to stop that thumb roll. So in Legend, let's say that your text is going to be, so it's going to animate just those words for you.
Oh, yeah.
And you have 3 different screens to choose from of them animating your words. And so whenever you find the one that you like, that you think is going to get the most attention, you can even change the color of it. Okay?
Okay.
And then when you're done with that, then you just, it's going to download as a video in your phone. You're going to go save video.
Okay.
And now it's in there. So then that's ready to post on your Facebook page with whatever text you want to put in there. So we would go photo or video. We would add that, hit done.
And then,
We can help with all of your family law, blah, 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 blah.
okay.
Okay? Super fast, super easy, and it moves as it's going through their feed and stops them. So those are apps.
These all 3 are?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then this is an app and on the computer, right?
Mm-hmm. It is. It is available on desktop also. One of the tools that you're going to want to look at within your Facebook, I want to see, make sure they're probably different, is your insights. And so this is what will tell you whether you're doing well or you're not doing well, whether people are seeing your stuff, they're not seeing it, they're engaging or they're not. And you can look at each post and see how what the reach was, what the engagement was,
Okay.
and go, where am I? This wasn't very effective. How can I change that? How can I get people to engage more? And as you grow more of an audience on social media, as this number rises from 3 on up, then you will see that your engagement will go up. It's kind of hard whenever you have a limited audience like that.
So you just share it. That's what you do, right? You have to share your page, and that's how you get people. And do you share it like I should share it more than once? I should share it how often?
You're welcome to. I mean, Facebook's not going to shut you down for sharing
but I don't
it.
want to be like, ugh, there's Melissa sharing her page again. I mean, what's a
So here's a little tool that I use. So let's say that. So I'm going to like this page. So now it'll be 4. And I wanted to invite my friends to like it, right? Mm-hmm. So you can. I'm sorry, I'm not ever in Blue Facebook, so let me go back to, because I'm not an admin of this page either, so let me go to Ashley's, because that will help me. So as you're an admin, this little tool right here that says promote, you're gonna come down and you're gonna click that little drop down box and you're gonna go share with your friends. Okay? And you probably maybe already done this. I don't know if you have or not. But the tool that I use, see this little check mark right here? So if you're in Chrome, Chrome has what's called extensions, and it's over here under more tools, and then you go extensions, and you go, I'm going to look for the, pop up. I'm going to look for the Facebook, invite all friends. Okay, and so that it's going to pull up any of their extensions that are the Facebook invite all friends, right? And so you want to look with the one that has the most 5 stars, like this one right here.
Sorry,
You're fine.
Linda's come to pick this up, and she's wanting to know what she needs to bring.
Oh, it's her first meeting. She needs to bring just her driver's license and her social security card. She's
Okay.
given us everything else.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The letters obscure.
Okay.
Okay, so like this extension right here has 5-star rating by over 60,000 people. So you can assume that that is a safe extension to add. And I'm going to go add extension. So see a little check mark right there?
Mm-hmm.
See that? Okay. So now we're going to go back over to this Facebook page where I said invite. Where is it at? Where's Ashley at? So now, instead of selecting anybody here, and see where some of them already say liked?
Mm-hmm.
So any of your friends that have already liked it won't be invited again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So
So
I'm
they
gonna
don't get
click-
annoyed at me.
Yeah, right. So look, so now I'm going to click this check mark right here.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of having to go through and click each one individually, it's going to go through and it's going to work through my entire list and it's going to invite them all.
Okay, so that's just for the page, right?
Mhm.
So what if, can you do that for a post? Let's just say Check It and Polly's having a, I don't know, free flower handout day.
Mm-hmm.
How do you just share it? How
You
do
can.
do that?
I would do a couple of different things. So if we were having a day, I would first of all create an event.
Oh, an event.
Mm-hmm.
And I would create my image over in Canva first
Okay.
because you'll need one. And I would go create event. Change the event photo. I'd
Mhm.
pop the right one in there that you had created. And then I would name it, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Start and end.
Yeah, give it a start date, an end date. The location is going to be your page will go in here because that's the address is already on there. And then let's say that so and so florist co-opted with you and they brought all the flowers by that you're going to do this for. Then you can go. Our co-host is the wildflower or whoever it is, right? And then their page will be tagged in there also. So now their people will get an invitation also. So once you get it all done, you publish it. And then you can go out and let's see if I have an event scheduled right now here. I think I have next month's service clinic in here. Okay, so next month's customer appreciation event is in here. I can click on it, open it up, and I can share it. I can invite all my friends. So if I go share, invite friends. It's loading right now. And then let's see if that'll work in here because I don't know that I've tried it all. Yep. It's going to go through and invite all my friends to this event. I can cancel that.
Uh-huh.
Cancel. They don't all need to come to car clinic.
Maybe they do.
Most of them do. Most of them behind a car like every other week. Okay, so yeah, that's how I would do an event for you guys. And then if it's like a big event, like let's say if it was like
50th anniversary.
yeah, and there was like more things like so, and at our 50th anniversary, there's gonna be food and da 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 da. And as you get further along in the planning, you know that Mythos is catering it. Then you would pop into your event, and you would add more information. Catering is gonna be provided now by. It would just be a post like you would do on your page. This is just your event page now. So pop out there. So right here, and I can do it here because we do. So this, I would pop out a picture of probably Jimmy John's, so catered by, I could probably even tag their page at, maybe not. Yep. We find the Joplin one.
So so if I want to, on my page, if I want to tag Check It Polly, I have to do the at Check It Polly. That's what brings.
Mhm.
Ah.
So catered by Jimmy John's. And so, and I would pop a picture in there too generally, and then I can post that. And as you have updates, then anybody who has said they're coming to the event, they'll get another notification.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Now,
great,
where'd you
they're
put
gonna-
the at Check and Polly that she's talking about?
When I
You just
start
type-
writing,
Oh,
type
I
it.
see,
So-
I see, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like at,
I see, I see. At Roper Kia.
if I want to do at Roper
Mhm.
Honda,
Hmm.
you know,
I see.
then I can tag their page.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So as you've invited people and they say they're coming or they're interested, every update that you do will give them a new notification.
Okay. So you don't have to go and re-invite everybody.
Oh,
It
no.
just notifies
Mhm.
you. Okay.
Okay, so some of the other things that we're going to go over, tools that I brought for you guys to play with. So this is kind of for you to define your target audience. What is their age range? What is their income level? Your ideal customer, not, I mean, I know you guys get a wide range of people, but your ideal customer where the bulk of your money comes in, who are they? What's their income level? What's, you know, what about them? That's just going to help you with your marketing. So if you can identify that, okay, we do 20% of our business here and 20% of our business here, but 60% of our business is this. If there is a breakdown like that in your business, this would probably, I would go to the target of the majority of your clients who
So
are.
you know that our estate planning clients are elderly, so they wouldn't be the target of the Facebook page. They're going to be, I mean, they're not going to go out because most of them are word of mouth or, you know, they've been clients of Kevin's for a long time. So that's how, but our family law and maybe and of course our bankruptcy clients are going to be the younger, more,
I'm going to show you this right here because this is an ad that I'm running right now for a golf course that's for sale. And the target demographic of these people were over really the age of 49 to the certain, and so this breaks down how successful I've been in my ad and what age ranges I've been successful in. My 65 plus has been my greatest responder.
huh.
Wow.
So elderly, I don't want to say elderly, but
Yeah.
Well, when did they start planning their estate?
70.
Not till then?
Well, and I think you'd
Good
be
portion of it.
surprised. Like my mom and all her buddies are big on Facebook because they don't have a lot to do.
Yeah, they don't
you
go
know,
out.
during
They
the day.
live vicariously through the machine.
They are on Facebook quite a bit. Now, I don't know if that's globally true.
Well,
but,
and I'll tell you what,
know.
I'll tell you another demographic of these people right here that I've targeted is that, let me change this right here. Just let me go to this other one real quick. That I targeted 2 net worth groups here, one from 1 million to 2 million and one from 2 million plus. And my over 65, 1 million to 2 million was probably the most active group on this. I have a series of video ads running. So by age, even on this one, let me look and see here. 55 to 64 on this one was my, as this ad's been running since Monday, has been my highest click-through rate. And then I gotta get there. Where's their money at? Their demographic. So then in my 1 to 2 million, I've had 22 click-throughs and over 2 million, 12. So if I was to redo this ad, I would probably redo this ad from 55 to 64 in the 1 to 2 million and kick out all of the rest of them and just concentrate my money there. Whereas this is the same marketing, the same golf course. And a second different group of videos that I targeted towards Northwest Arkansas, same demographic. by age 65 plus responded more. And then I don't think I broke them out. I only broke them out in one demographic on this one. They're all, I didn't pick two different net worths. I did on this one though. So these ones are just images and not videos. And my age range on here, 65 plus. And then it lets me know like which images perform the best.
Huh.
But this is a very specific, I have to be very granular with this audience because this is like a $3.5 million property, so we're trying to make sure we get the ad in front of the exact right people. So, but so that's just to show you that,
Older people are online.
yeah, a lot more than you think. I mean, it was probably shocking to me because I honestly didn't know that we would have that big of an audience over 65 that we did. So this is going to be important to you to figure out who they are and speak to them. They want to see images that portray what they look like. They want to see things that are relative to them, not you. And it's hard to think like that if you don't go through this and identify who they are, because you'll be putting stuff up that interests you. I like
Right.
orange. I like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
and I fall trapped to that a
Right,
lot. So, so it's real important that you kind of define that, okay?
Okay.
And then you're going to work through creating interesting content. And then this will just help you kind of with your outline. Like if you were going to do more than one social media. So this breaks down all of them. So I'm sorry there's so much information in here. So just discard the rest of it. I would probably look at Facebook and the LinkedIn portion of it. If I have LinkedIn on here. I do. It's the back page. And so determine, when I was showing you this, Melissa, let me cancel this. One of the things that you can see on here in your insights is what time of the day your
Yeah.
people are on.
Yeah.
Okay, so that if you're posting it at 8 o'clock in the morning, by the time they get on, it's buried so
Right.
deep in their feed they're not going to see it.
So you can schedule it to post when they're looking at it.
Right. So
So you hit people, and that's how you got that when the viewership is.
no, you're probably going to go to your posts. And this tells you when your fans are online, and it'll scroll through. That's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So you can see where your peak hours are. And this audience doesn't change a whole lot. Probably
Because there's only 3 of them.
not. I think I'm on Ashley Staggers. I can't get into your insight. So
That's right.
so it looks like probably the 7 to 9. You know, they're sitting acting like they're watching TV, and they're actually on Facebook too. If you were to do the evening, and then if you're going to do the morning, this time is not good. They're all getting into their work day. Usually I see in most of my groups around a 10 a.m. They're at work, they've gotten some stuff done, and they're popping back on Facebook again. But definitely at noon, and then at about that 3:30 time, they're dipping out again too. So for you and the people that probably need to digest more, I would say probably if I were you, I'd probably be posting between that 6 and 9. And the only time I ever deviate from that is on a holiday. So you don't want a Happy Mother's Day going out at 6 p.m.
Right. Right.
It doesn't matter when they're on. Get that one on at 8 a.m. You have to be in there with everybody else. Merry Christmas, first thing in the morning. But other than that, your messages, the ones where you want to direct them, okay?
Okay.
And another thing too, when you're making a post, you have to think of your website as your sales funnel. And everybody's in sales. You guys are selling services, okay? So whenever you make a post, as often as you can, when it's relevant, link back to your website in the text, okay?
Okay.
So whatever I was going to post, if I was going to pull a picture in here, go ahead.
Thought I could hold it.
Then you would just type whatever you wanted to in here, blah, 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 www.xyz.com. And that way, if within this video, or within this, I think I must have popped a video in there. within this video, they're like, okay, great, I want to track them down. They can just go right up here, click the link, and go straight out to your website. Because we want to get them to, yes, discard it. I don't want to load that up. We want to get them to your sales funnel. So as many times as you can put that in there is important. And the same thing with your LinkedIn page. Your personal one, always link back to your the website. I know you're busy, but this is probably the best tool you can use here. You probably get tons of emails from blogs that you subscribe to that are great information. All you have to do is come in and share a link.
See, I was trying to do that on Facebook a couple of times because I'm on like consumer bankruptcy lawyers and that sort of thing. So, but I need to do that on LinkedIn as well. Okay.
And then one thing that a lot of people don't know on Facebook is whenever, like, let's say you put a hyperlink in here. Let's just say that I'm just going to use mine. Go to my website. So let's say that I decided to make a post. Actually, let's go out to one of my blogs. Now this is super cool. So let's say that I just wanted to link out to that blog post. You'll load that URL in, and it should, there we go. It should pull through the actual image of that blog post portion of it right now. And you can back this out once it pulls over, and then go. And then all I gotta do is click on that, and it's gonna take them straight out to that. And you don't have to leave that nasty, messy URL in there. Okay. I was showing her that if you wanted to post, like if you guys have blog posts that you have out on your website, or you found one or whatever, just pop that URL in there.
So
now
like
it
from
loaded right, and then once it loads, back
Take
this out.
that away.
oh
It's already there. That's clickable. Takes you straight to
Right,
that.
okay.
Type in whatever you want to, and then hit enter.
So
And
you can go, like, do you have our website on one of your million of tabs? cp-law.com.
oh, that's right.
So he has estate planning blog. So if he wants, or a bankruptcy blog too. I just did that one yesterday, so.
So see, then we would just grab this URL, and these are good. I would probably figure out how to put some images in here.
Coughing. Just kidding.
It's funny
I like
though.
it. Save. Okay, so you saw that image pulled up because that's one of the images on my blog. That's my header. That's the image that pulled over. And then to keep people reading along, I like post them in there sporadically, whatever it goes with, wherever it's at, and just to keep them going through because all those
So
words.
it looks less stiff,
Mhm.
less.
And it keeps them going. Okay, so what's this picture about? Okay, I'll go read that next paragraph. Well, what's that picture about? Okay, I'll read that next one then. It just keeps them flowing through, so they're not. If there's just that many words, they're like.
What?
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no break. It's like reading homework or book.
So yeah, and then so these are all formatted, and I'll show you this. These are all formatted for my LinkedIn. I'll show you. Go to me. So you'll see this blog starts out on LinkedIn for me.
So you put your blog on LinkedIn too. So Kevin could do that on his.
So here's how I structure this.
Oh, is that on
Because
here?
everyone's on LinkedIn Monday through Friday. Really, nobody's on there on the weekends. They just really aren't. So when I get through with a blog post, I have my graphics person. I have somebody who makes my graphics for me. She makes my header, and then she usually does 4 of these for me. You know, think these are 700 by 700, but I'll get you dimensions on these because these are structured for LinkedIn, and then we move it over. So I post this on Monday or Tuesday, and then I don't post it on my website until Friday. Okay, because anybody who has subscribed for my RSS feed, so my blog post feed, and it pulls into their email, I want them to have some weekend reading. I've gotten them during the week. If they've missed it here, then I want to get them during the weekend on my website. So it'll go here on a Monday or Tuesday, and then it won't come out to my website until Friday.
Okay.
And then I will probably multi-purpose this again, and I would use like the images and part of this text, Facebook. Image, part of this text, Facebook. Link it back to the blog post again. We bring everything back to the sales funnel
Okay.
all the time,
Which is the website.
always.
Website is sales.
So for yours, that is on here right now, so we would copy this URL, and then as you posted it, like we looked at earlier,
But we're gonna.
and because there's no images in here, this is probably all that's going to be on there, and we would just back that out, and then you could type, you know, whatever you wanted to about this. There's some great information in here for your estate planning, whatever.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
and then but make sure to clean that up and get that URL back out there after this pops over.
Okay.
Okay, and it'll just exit. It'll just keep it all tidy up in there because the image is clickable. Even that text right there is clickable. So
So, what did you think about our website? Is it, I mean, other than.
it's very easy to navigate.
Probably needs a picture.
That title's wrong.
Why?
Personnel.
What would you call it?
I wouldn't call it personnel.
What would you call it?
Well, let's see what do I call it? I don't know if we have it down here. Mine's a little different though. Are these the attorneys?
And the staff.
Okay, so I don't know. I would probably break them out separate from each other. So I would have
Attorneys. Staff.
our attorneys and then meet the staff. I guess how I have it on Kia's page is meet the staff.
But that's all we have for the staff.
I like it. See, I like it like this here, where it's our attorneys.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get Jessica on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I emailed Caitlin about that yesterday. Except for Jessica's going to have to come up with her own information.
This is good. This is what they asked me to put on their page. I quoted their website the other day. The attorneys, I can't remember all their names. Parrish, Cross, Janicio, and
Here's the other one. Is it right?
I think it's right.
Parish
Cross, Janicio, right.
Okay.
I think so.
Are you their
No,
consultant? or
no,
whatever?
no, no. They just asked. They don't have a website at all, and they asked me to give them a quote on building. a
How'd they
website.
find you?
They contacted another company in town that doesn't do it anymore, and they give them my name. So yeah. So go through this. Oh, so I was going to tell you for LinkedIn. I'm sorry, I don't mean to jump around there. So for LinkedIn, let me find you on here again, Marian. Do you like to write?
I can write things.
Okay. It's important for growth on LinkedIn, the content that you produce. So to probably post something, I know it's kind of tough, but like it can even be just around 700 words once a week. And if you have stuff you've written before and you just want to repurpose it and bring it out here, or if you have a longer piece that you've written before for something and you want to bring it into part 1, 2, 3, and 4 and dole it out, it will help grow your connections, which will grow your business.
Okay.
Are you originally from Carthage?
I'm from Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay. You've been a judge? Oh, you clerked for a judge. Like, whoa. And then are there any nonprofits that you're part of or any projects you've been involved in? Are they all on here? Okay. Probably finishing that up. This whole first part when you first start is really important.
Where should the nonprofits go?
There, you can add them in here. Let me go to mine. Let me see how. And you can rearrange these any way you want to. If you can click and drag these up. You can drag whatever you want to. So your accomplishments can go in here. There's one of the things, my profile is complete, so I don't know you can give me any of the prompts. Add a new profile section. Volunteer experience. There.
Okay.
Skills, accomplishments, like if you were part of the rebuilding Joplin, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, tighten that up. The first part about you has got to pop off that page. Who you are and what you do. Got to make sure that the keywords of what they would be searching for would be in there. I want to be known for social media, so I want that to be in the first part of that. Marketing is a keyword for me, so I wanted that in there. And then what you have to say about you, and this has to be about who you serve and how you serve them, not what you've done and who you are. Because the people that are looking for you want to know who you serve and how you serve them. So that's what that whole area right there should be about.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, let's move on. to
Can I
this
see
one.
yours if I go on it for like an example? Like if
Yeah.
I'm just.
As a matter of fact, let me just make a request to contact
Okay.
with you, and
Okay.
that'll help.
Okay.
I generally put a personal note there. I don't ever ask
Okay,
for a
no.
connection that I don't.
Yeah, I'll know though.
And this is see this little thing popping up over here? This is a cool little sneaky tool I have. It's called Duck Soup. So let's say that you wanted to look for connections, like who would be a good connection for you that would bring value to you? Like what would their title be?
Like a bankruptcy, like Dave Ramsey.
Or like, I don't know, like a banker, let's just say maybe, or something.
Okay.
I don't know, banker.
So bank president.
Yeah, I want to do that.
So in my search for bank president, I'm going to look for I would be looking for a title. I hate it when they mess with my social media. Let's do it this way. Jobs for the title, people with the title president, and then I'm going to just bring it on down into banking. Let me find industries now that it's all moved on me. There we see all this used to be over on this side. I'm going to look for financial services. So now I want to find all, and I'm going to probably break it down by locations. I want them to be in the United States. So these should be all people with presidents that are in financial services. And so if it says message, that means we're already connected. If it says connect, we're not connected. And it'll tell me I'm a second level connection or where I'm at. So this little tool right here called Duck Soup, it was red a minute ago, now it turned green. This is a little trick that I use with my LinkedIn. So I click it, and it's going to pop up and ask me what I want to do. So I'm just going to visit their profiles.
Of the 2 people that visited your profile
I'm-
today.
Yeah, so I'm going to visit their profiles.
Mm-hmm.
And so then whenever they log in and go and look and go, she's looking at my profile. And then they'll request me to connect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this
Okay.
just does it just the opposite way. So it'll go through 400 of these people in one day and go show that I viewed their profile.
And that duck soup will be on my LinkedIn.
Nope, it's
No.
it's an extension.
Okay. Oh, it's an extension.
Anything that's up here in this toolbar it's a free
A
extension.
Google extension.
Mhm.
I see.
And it's DUX. And I try to run that like about once a day. Like I'll just set it and then go off and do something else. I can even work in any of these other tabs and it's still working. Doesn't matter. Okay.
Okay.
So, and those will be all bank presidents, financial services presidents. So on your LinkedIn right here too. So tighten up your profile really good. You should too. And then go through these tips that are on here. You can ask for professional recommendations from people you're connected with, and it's a click of a button in here. Ask for a recommendation. You pick the people you want to give you a recommendation. It'll send them an email notice that you've requested one, and they can type out whatever, and then it'll give you a notice. You go in and read it, and if you like it, then you choose to publish it. Pretty simple. Okay. Okay. If you ever get to the point where you want to do ads, this is a little tip sheet in here. This one that's the green one, which is the Facebook ads for small business. Okay, we'll go over that if you want to, whenever you're ready to do ads, to grow your Facebook page and or to grow leads. So there's a thing called lead ads within Facebook. So a lead ad is you get an ad that comes through your Facebook feed. I don't have to have liked your page. It comes through your feed because you targeted me because I'm between the ages of 50 and 65, and am I interested in estate planning or
Like the law store is coming up on my news feed, and that must be why. That must
so
be
they're
why.
targeting you somehow for whatever that ad is coming up, is detailed demographics. And I showed you guys the age stuff that I was doing on the backside there, but like, let me show you this. So if I wanted to create an ad to target people who were needing bankruptcy help, okay? So I'll just show you how easy that would be. So we want traffic to go to the website. We're going to say continue. I'm going to name it. I'm going to drive them to the website, and I'm going to create this audience. So we're going to create Carthage. I'll probably go out 50 miles. If you want to go out further, we just have to pick a neighboring town, then we'd add it to it and make it on there too. But let's just say if we did this. And what do you think the youngest person that you've done bankruptcy for?
20,
How long does it take them to screw it all up?
I don't know, we get 24.
I've had a couple younger, but very
Yeah,
rare.
It's rare.
So generally between 24 and what?
70.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll leave the 65 plus, men and women. Really, in our area, English is a major language, so you don't have to worry about that. So now we're going to come in here and we're going to go interests. And bankruptcy as an interest, which means they've been searching online questions about
There
bankruptcy.
you go. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's an interest. It's not where they work. It's not something they do. They may be looking at debt consolidation also. Okay, it's going to keep giving you suggestions. Payday loans.
Yep.
So you can come through and select as many as you want. And we'll see already right now within 50 miles of Carthage, we've got an audience of 3,800 people.
Wow.
Just like that, just using those three.
Those three. And
Now-
that's just and it knows because
what they've been searching. Because nobody logs out of their Facebook. Well, not nobody. Probably 98% of people do not
I
log out
don't.
of their Facebook. They will click out of the tab,
mm-hmm.
but they don't ever go up and click log out. On their phone, they're always logged in. So anything they're searching here and they're searching there, Facebook is grabbing all of that data. All of it. Throwing in the terms of use, you selected, I accept.
That's very interesting.
That's
Okay.
how they pick up things like after I go
Yes,
shopping.
Yeah. How'd you know I was looking at tennis shoes?
Yeah.
That's retargeting ads. So those are retargeting. So that's like, so let's say they've gone out to your website and let's go out there again real quick. .com. This is super valuable. Oh, it's not PC. I did it wrong, huh? CP.
CP dash. There you go.
I wonder why I didn't pop in there. Okay, so let's go to this page. We can put a retargeting, it's called a pixel. It's a little piece of code that goes right here in this header for this. So that everybody who visits this page right here, as soon as they come back to Facebook, whether they're friends of your page or not, whether they know you or not, however they got here to this page right here, and then they will get an ad served to them. Are you struggling with bankruptcy? We can help.
I like that.
I like
That's
that
a
too.
retargeting. That's a retargeting ad. Okay. This is where all the magic lies in Facebook for me here. Anyways, okay. So now we've got that and that. So now let's say that we want to narrow this audience down further. We want the people that are interested in this, but now they must also be interested in. They must also match one of these interests. So let's go. Let's go demographics, and we'd like them to own their own home. So they're homeowners. So now we have these people who are homeowners also. Now that's reduced that audience down to 2,100 because we want them to be interested in bankruptcy plus they own their own home. Because now you've got what? You've got some sort of equity or collateral. Maybe that is good for you guys.
To
I don't
protect.
know.
Yeah.
See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So now you have 2,100 people that you can market to that are your specific audience. Okay. Or you could even break it down. I can break it down to they are. You can break it down by their income. A lot of times what I will do in the automotive industry is I will break it down by how many open trade lines they have. Like if I want to push a lease ad out to somebody, I'm not going to push it out to somebody who has crappy credit because they're not going to qualify and they're just going to be mad. So instead of saying I want good credit, you really can't really say that within here. But what I can say is I want premium. I want people to have premium credit cards or travel or entertainment cards. Those are harder to qualify for, and I know that their credit level is at this level. But you could also use this within here when you're looking for bankruptcy. Is I want people who are where did it go? Credit card high spenders.
Yeah.
And so all of the same people we picked are already still the same 2,200 people.
Wow. They're all in there.
That's fascinating.
That is fascinating. And this is on, and I got this by, but this is not going to just be on any Facebook. It's not like on my Facebook.
No, it will be in any page whenever you're going to create an ad. So like, let me go back to Ashley Stagner again because she'll be in blue Facebook. So within here for her, see, it's in this little drop down box right here. I would do this drop down and do create an ad.
But how much does that cost? It costs money, right?
Yeah.
It has to.
Make an
yeah.
ad? Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. So, but I can do that ad right there. So let's go back to that one real quick and go. So I've got that whole demographic all set out. Okay, I want credit card high spenders, homeowners, bankruptcy, debt consolidation, payday loan. Okay, I'm going to save this audience. I would save it because I would probably want to use it again. Okay, and then I would give it a daily budget. So let's say, or I actually always do a lifetime budget because that way I don't have to come in and remember to turn it off. So say I want to place this ad and I wanted to spend $100 and I wanted to run it for 30 days. So that would get me to March 2nd. And it's going to tell me that this needs more money than that. So I have to just make I have to make the ad for a shorter time. And that's okay there. So I can run it for 2 weeks. See if I can run it for 3 weeks. Nope. How about there? So I could run it till February. I could run it for 20 days for $100. And that would get me in front of between 170 and 450 people per day.
Wow. That's a
And
lot.
because
Per day.
and because Facebook owns Instagram, it'll get me between 110 and 200 people on Instagram per day. Even though you don't have an Instagram account set up for the attorneys, it's going to push it out there anyways to that same demographic.
Do you recommend an Instagram?
That's what I
Yeah.
was wondering.
Now, because it's so visual, but you get the resources, you get the access to it, just because they're owned by Facebook. So, so then from there, we would continue over. Let's say that we're okay with that ad budget. We're okay with that ad and that demographic. Now you're going to pop an image in here that's going to represent what the ad looks like. So I don't even know what's in here. Let's grab that. Why won't I grab it? You can put up to 6 images in here and it'll rotate those images through. So, and when I do that, I generally make them a little, just slightly different from each other, maybe different color, different image in there. So that when you get the ad the second time, maybe you respond to something that's orange and that catches your eye and makes you stop, but I respond more to something that's yellow. And so I will put different colors, backgrounds in there to get them to stop. But you can add up to 6 of these in here. And if you go back into Facebook, Facebook ad is a size in here, right there.
Okay.
Okay, and it's the right size for you to create that ad. Okay. But, what's wrong with here? So then once you get your images popped in here that are going to rotate through, it's just going to double check. And you guys probably only have one page, so it will let you pick the page that it's going to be on. And then you'll put your URL in here. And if this is a bankruptcy one, you don't want to just take them to the page. You want to take them to that page.
Oh yeah.
Okay, you want to take them to the right place so that they're not just bouncing out and having to
Right.
find it. You want to direct them right where they need to be. Okay, so you pop that URL in there, right there. That's not the right one, but. And then you would pop a headline in here. So your headline would be
Considering bankruptcy, we can help. Would that be
whatever. You can't ask a question.
It? Oh, okay.
It's Facebook rule.
You can't ask a question.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope.
Would they? So if we did ask a question, would they kick it back and say,
Wow.
It'll say
because
does not meet Facebook
why-
guidelines.
I don't know why, huh?
On retargeting ads, I can because they've already been to your website, so they already have a relationship with you. So I can say, did you find what you were looking for? I have more information, blah, 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 you know, whatever. I can ask a question on a retargeting one, but I can't here. And then your image right here that you put in here for your ad cannot be more than 20% text in any ad. So if you're going to put text over it, you don't want this to be all full of words, they'll kick it
right?
out.
Okay.
They'll say they won't, they'll just say it have limited reach, but whatever. And so then in here, whatever you want to say, we are and so you always want to play on what people's fears are. So if they're afraid to talk to somebody about where the 4 states
Most trusted. Or
and that's probably not the right wording, but you know what I'm saying? So that you would just portray what you're wanting them to feel from you so that they would trust you and want to come and do business with you. Those confidential attorneys. Whatever you want to say. And then the call to action is learn more, probably, because they're going to be going out to to the bankruptcy link.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to worry about this right here. You could type this in here if you want to. I play with this a little bit only because like some URLs that I mess with are super long, and I don't want them to be that long on here. And so I'll type in. So for one of my corporate clients, I'll just put datamark.net. And even though they're going to the bankruptcy page, the URL that displays here would say, I'll show you this. See, it would display like that, even though we're directing them to
the
this,
bankruptcy
to the one up here.
Okay.
And then when you're done, you just hit place order.
Okay.
And then you go after that target audience that you want. And you can do that as many times as you want with every different audience that you have. You just go back in and go, who are they? How old are they? Where do they live? What would they be interested in if they needed help with this? And it's all in here. I mean, if I wanted to find the mother of a fat, redheaded 1-year-old baby, I could find them. Seriously. I'm not kidding. So this little tip sheet right here will help you with some of that, but just holler at me if you want to start doing ads, and I'll come back over here and help you. I'm not going to charge you to do that. The Facebook ads for small business.
Wow.
Okay.
So how much time do you recommend spending on marketing a week?
Well, depending on what your goal is. If it's just the information hub stuff, then I would keep loading information in there, and giving them things, because that's kind of the subtle top of mind awareness. If you want some information, you would go here, oh, I saw this great article on so-and-so's Facebook page, and then they come back to that. Your main problem that you have right now is that you need to grow your audience. I don't know what you guys are bound by here, but if you have email listed all of your clients, a lot of people don't know you can do this, but you can. Let's say that because they're yours, they've given that to you, they've opted in to give you this information. You can go in and create a custom audience out of them. And so they have to be in a CSV format, and you really just need their email address and their cell phone number on there. And I'll show you this real quick. Oh, I'll show it to you in Blue Facebook, sorry. That helps. Okay, so if I go to create ads. Okay, so let's say, once again, I was going to be driving them to a website, and she probably doesn't have a website. Okay, let's say continue. And where we're building our audience right here, we're going to go create a new custom audience. And then it's going to ask you, how do you want to create it? We're going to go customer file. And you're going to pull in a CSV file that has their emails and their cell phone numbers. I don't even know where I have one in my... And then it's going to, I don't even know what's even on that file. You would name it whatever. And you could segment them too. So if they were bankruptcy clients or they were trust clients, you could break them down into different audiences, however you wanted to upload them, or all. So you might call it CP all. And that means that's all of, or CP all, sorry, not CO. That's all of your clients. And then you can break them down into different segments too. So obviously all this is gibberish right here. I don't even know what's in this right here. But it gives you the options here. So what is the information that's in this right here? Okay, well, this is their email. What's in this one right here? Okay, this is their phone number. And then once you tag what those are and you hit create and upload, it goes through, and so it takes all of those emails and all those cell phone numbers, and it says who in all of Facebook logs in with this email. Who in all of Facebook logs in with this cell phone number. And it goes, this is a match. This is their Facebook user.
Oh.
And so now you have a custom audience of those exact people, you know who they are, they're your clients already. And then you can advertise to them to get them to come out. And first of all, like your Facebook page, that'd probably be your first goal, is push an ad out to them to get them to come like your Facebook page so they start engaging and you build an audience. And then second, that keeps them top of mind awareness for whenever someone goes, hey, did you need an attorney? And they're like, oh yeah, my attorneys are blah, blah, blah. Here's their Facebook page. Here's their contact them. I'm saying it lets them know that your website's live now, that that's a hub for them to get information from. So so I did that from the blue Facebook, and I just did create ad, and I did a custom audience.
Okay.
Okay, I can show you that. And remember, I'm videoing all this. Somewhere's my video thing. There it is. So what else do you need help with? I know I've given you a ton of, it's kind of overwhelming sometimes.
Well, I don't. What do you think we should put for our banner page? Do you think, or our banner picture? You know.
Your cover photo?
Yeah. Because I know it's ugly, and I know the whole Facebook page is ugly, but I don't know how to make it prettier. It's just, to me, it's just information and pictures, and it's not anything that I would not, I wouldn't visit it, and that's why I haven't shared it with anybody, because I think it's embarrassing at this point.
Okay, so I'll tell you what. Email me the pictures of your attorneys. Is that the only photos you have on here right now?
Well, and the staff. But we all just got new pictures taken, and they're hideous.
That happens when you have all these females. Nobody likes their pictures.
The only one that took a good picture was the guy, Matt.
Did he think he did?
Well, he's a guy. He doesn't care.
So send me whatever pictures that you have over, and I'll get you I'll have Amy create you a cover photo.
Okay.
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 And I'll even have her make it this blue. I'll have
Okay.
this blue in it because it's kind of branding it to your website and your shirts and stuff.
Well, the new shirts aren't like the new picture's not blue.
Okay.
Shirts. But now that I know that, I mean, that's like, you know, it's just information to know. If I would have known that, and I
And so you've gone with the blue here. So you've kind of picked a color.
blue.
I mean, you kind of have, so we can kind of go with that. And I'll just have Amy, like I said, she'll go in and she'll get the hex code for this blue right here. She's got a tool that does that, and she'll grab that and put it over, and she'll grab this font. And I'll just have her make you guys something professional looking for your cover photo.
Okay, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
And then when I did the post, I saw that some of them were coming. The pictures were huge, but it was just because I was pulling pictures off and I wasn't paying attention to the size. But you said the size for Facebook is, well, that's profile picture, 300 by 300.
Yeah, but here in
What's the
Canva,
good
it'll
posting?
show you right here. So
So I can pull my pictures that I was going to post anyway. I should pull them into Canva and then clean it up and make it look right, and then post it from there, not just post it from what I have.
I would, because it's going to be the right size, and so people won't have to scroll up or down to see all of it.
Right.
It'll fit in that space perfectly.
Because that's when after I did it and I looked at it, I was like, this is hideous. Some pictures were so big.
And you just click and drag it wherever you want to.
Okay.
And if you want to put text at the top of it, then just give it a background color and pop whatever in here.
Okay.
You know? Whatever you want to put in there.
Okay, so the most important things I think for right now is to build a calendar to do the posts.
Yep.
We have to really work on the look of it.
And here's the deal. Don't be afraid to steal from somebody who's doing a good job. Go out and look and see what they're doing. What are they posting on Wednesdays? Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
If you have client testimonials, wow, Wednesdays are fun. You know, Throwback Thursdays are fun. You know,
Okay.
and if all of your attorneys have pictures in the 1970s or the 80s, Throwback Thursday, it's going. Or
We
if
had
they're-
those office pictures from the 1970s.
So don't be afraid to have fun. I know you're a law firm, but you know that's one of the things that keeps people from seeking attorneys is the, you know.
And I think that that's a big hang up that we have right now is that Kevin's very afraid of being cheesy. And I don't want that either, but that doesn't mean that we have to be stiff with ties on either, and all of our social media comes across like that, because then people are going to think they're so boring, and I don't want that. I want them to say, oh, go to Check-In and Polly. They're super friendly. They help you.
They're down to earth.
Yes.
I agree. I think that's probably one of the most intimidating factors going to an attorney is that you don't speak their language.
Right, and we're not going to sit here and
Yeah.
do legal speak
And you know
to
that they all have great credit. They've never been in trouble. They had their
Right.
perfect kids. They got straight A's in school. That's what
Yeah.
you think about when you go, I'm going to see an attorney. I think about
Yeah.
all of these things, who you people are versus what I am. You know, and you're just so unworthy to even be in there to ask for help, you know, and you don't want that. You want that barrier down so that
Right,
they feel free to come to you for help.
right, and they're not so nervous when they get here because tons of people say I'm so nervous. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, don't be nervous. That makes me nervous.
Exactly. And it's just that it's breaking that wall down a little bit. And you obviously want to be seen as the, you know, the legal authority in these matters, but also, you know,
I don't
part
want
of
to
the
say
community and part
Right.
of, you know, whenever it's a Carthage football night, then it should be, you know, go Tigers, and
Right.
that should be because you guys promote the community.
This is mine. I started my own so I could like the Check It and Polly page and stuff, but I'm kind of similar. I needed to get a photo, and so I had my photo redone, and I've got to put, I can't get to where, see, well, I don't understand. It doesn't have any, I
Right.
guess.
So upload a photo is what it wants you to do.
So, but I don't want to do the group, don't I want to just do like myself or?
So you would click upload a photo if you had one on your computer,
Mm-hmm.
and then you could pull it in.
Okay. All right. So that's what I need to do to start.
So you
and
just
then-
need to take the email that Mike sent you with your picture, save that picture to your desktop, and then upload it from
Okay.
there.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Absolutely.
Maybe I need to put it through this Canva thing and make it all
Fancy.
fancy. All of a sudden, it's this woman that doesn't look.
No, you need to use that one.
She
Looks like
wasn't wearing a crown.
her teeth aren't white like that. I have to tell you that, like, whenever I got Greg's pictures done for the website, did you see his for the website? Okay, so most people don't see this website because this is what we call the OEM site. This isn't the Frost for the People site.
Yeah.
This is the site I created because this is what we have to do to keep Kia happy. Okay, so
Very corporate looking.
yeah, and well, the other one is very cartoon looking. So
Frosty's not on the roof.
no, he's not on purpose. So then when we went to
Our team. Our team.
Mm-hmm. I like that too.
So I would like to tell you how funny this is right here. Look how great he looks.
He looks very bold.
He is very bald.
I know he is, but
So Mr. McCoy, in the picture we had taken, he had a little bit of a late night. And he hadn't dyed his beard yet, so he had the gray line right here. And because he'd had a rough night, he had veins sticking out everywhere, and it looked like he had two bones right here poking out the side of his head. And so, if you guys know who Drew Kimball is, Drew done the pictures, and I sent him back to him. I'm like, okay, we need to take the whiskey out of the eyes, put the brown back in the beard. If you could get rid of those horns that are puffing out of his head. And I'm like, I went through all these instructions. He's cracking me up. He goes, I love your directions. They're exactly what I need to know. Not like, oh, I look tired. Oh, no. We got the Jack Daniels in the eyes. Gotta go. So, yeah, he looks totally.
Yeah, looks good.
were you
Like
so
Sunday
mad when
morning.
you got that and saw that he had the rough night? You knew you.
I
had
took
pictures
them
of that.
there. I had to take them there. Are you kidding? They wouldn't have shown up. Oh, good God. I had to do the same with Jeff. I'm like, okay, I don't know where the bags under his eyes are at. Those got to go. I'm like, there was like his jacket. He's so big, his jacket doesn't sit right. So it was like pulling away right here. And I'm like, pull some black in right here where his collar ain't sitting down. I'm like, I'm the world's worst about editing stuff. I'm like, pull this crap. And then, of course, I take all these dopes. These are all all
we
of
know
us.
that
He
guy.
didn't
Yeah.
tell me he had his picture taken.
I take his picture every year.
That looks nice.
Every year. And he's like, make sure you don't give him a lazy eye. I have
That's
to take his
right.
like 4 times.
Yes.
Every time.
And then sometimes he's trying.
And then
so
he'll go,
hard.
let me look at it.
Yeah.
Okay. He's like, okay, that one's good.
He
So.
looks thin in that picture. You do.
He does.
I probably have people on here I need to delete. Nope, so far they're all still employed. Yep, okay. So, Yeah, send me over some pictures.
Okay.
If you have the new ones and you want those on there, whatever. Because she may just do like a cover photo that is the blue. It has a Check It and Polly website or the name on there, and then some frames that have the attorneys' faces in them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And then make it look real professional. Amy's really good. She I'll think of something and I'll go, hey, so I need something for this, and I fully intended on giving her some instructions. She'll pop me back something that was probably better than I would have asked for. So she's amazing. Okay, girls, what else?
Okay, and so then when you blog, you should try and blog on LinkedIn.
She posted on LinkedIn first.
$700.
700 words.
700 words per week.
Mhm.
And the content, you should do that and post that different times in your website. Do that on Mondays and Tuesdays, and do the website on Friday to give them something to look at over the weekend.
And I didn't see if you guys had an option to, and if not, you probably need to do it on the blog. So there should be a place for them to opt in to receive every time you add a blog to it.
Who to opt in?
Anybody who comes out here to read it. So like, let's say I like this, and I like this is really cool. And then right here where, okay, so subscribe via email. This is it.
But that's very,
It's kind of hard to find. There's usually a little place right here that says, don't miss an article, or be in the loop, or whatever it is, and then they can click on it and they can subscribe, and then every time one gets posted, it emails them.
could you just even, what's it say at the bottom? Subscribe via email. Could you just make that up there?
Probably.
That little-
I don't know on Squarespace. I think they're pretty easy that way. And if it wants an RSS feed, it's something that, let me show you my pen real quick. An RSS feed will have an emblem. Everyone knows what it looks like. It looks like this. And that's like the emblem to log in, or
Oh,
to
okay.
opt in.
Yeah.
So this is, and then make sure that you know where this goes. So if I opt in right now, who gets this notification, and where does it go, and does it actually log me? Is it connected to this blog post? So that- you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so
So just check on your backside whenever you go. So I'll put my information in here.
where
put my-
does Squarespace email request go? And can you?
See, this acts like I need to have a Squarespace password.
That could be very deterring to people if they don't, if they're not.
So now it's asking me to create a Squarespace
See, I wouldn't
account.
do that. If I saw
I
that,
would-
I'd
that's
just
too
be
much
just
trouble.
like, forget it.
Just look at that.